Everyone, welcome to another episode of Daily Energy. I'm your host, Araya Eden. The day's energy is one of adventure. It's one of the intuitive, persuasive hero, and it is one that will encourage you not just to go on the adventure on the outside, but go on an internal adventure as well. Let me tell you what the day is in Orion, okay? Today is Ari Janu, T Twin Nina, their witness. It is the 29th day of January. And so the day's energy for those, some people are going to be going on this inward journey. Some people are going to be going on an outward journey. For those who are going on the inward journey, they are going to be trying to combat and win against their past. And if that is you, I want you to know that you can do it. You can do it, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do to be able to do it. You want to know what that is? You simply need to learn from your past. You need to learn from it, keep the experience, but get rid of all that other stuff. That means you need to get rid of the weight. And remember not to judge yourself during this process. Don't judge yourself. Don't woe is me and judge yourself thinking that it's your fault, that you could have did something differently. That's how the enemy gets you trapped in thinking that it's your fault. You could have did something about it, and the enemy will cause you to think that you might as well just give up on life. There's nothing left for you, but that's a lie. And I'm a living testimony, okay? I'm a walking testimony that that is a lie, okay? So I'm a breathing testimony that that is a lie, okay? You got to cut off the weight of that past. Learn the lessons, keep the experience, apply in the now. See, the past, that was then. You can't go back to it. You can't go back to it. You can't do nothing about it. But you know what you can do something about? You can do something about your right now. You can do something about your present and in the now. I know you hear a lot of people talking about being in the now, and they might not really explain what that means about being a now and its in importance. Being in the now means focusing on what you can do right now to better your situation. Focusing on where you are right now. It's about being present, because if you're not present, you will do what? You will miss the trend. And if you miss the trend, or you miss the resource, or you miss the opportunity, you will not have what you need for your future. You might miss some vital information needed to be successful for your future because you're stuck in the past. And that's exactly what the enemy wants you to do, is be stuck in the past. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. You think it's father, mother, sister, auntie, brother, uncle, cousin, the person that did that bad thing to you? No, it wasn't. It was a spirit that manipulated them to. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was a spirit, because they know who you are and they know what you're capable of. The devil knows more about you than you know about yourself. And so they use that to try to keep you right where you are, to think there's nothing else good for you, there's nothing better for you, that you just should stay right where you are. You'll never be anything more, they will tell you, than what you were. This happened to you, so nobody else is going to want you. Remember, I told you it's beneficial to know when God is talking to you and when the devil's talking to you. That's the devil talking to you right there. Because when God talks to you, God will say that happened to you. But keep going, and I'm going to show you that that's not going to stop you or what I have for you in the future. I'm going to work it out for your good. That's when God talks to you. That's when the Holy Spirit ministers unto you, speaking life into that situation that wanted you to just give up and die. And so the Spirit is saying, grab a hold to me and I will pull you into your now. But you got to do your part, and you got to want to let it go. And it'll grab hold and you got to let it go. It'll keep trying to grab hold and you got to let it go. You say, no, that is not what's promised to me. That is not my life. That's not going to be my life. I'm going to break the cycle. Go through that inward journey. And when you go on this inward journey, you know what you're going to end up doing? You're going to end up not only raising your frequency, but you're going to end up raising the frequency of those around you. My sister always said attitudes are contagious, but you know what also is contagious? Energy. Because that's what she means when she says attitudes are contagious. What she really means to say is energy is contagious. Because if you are in a bad mood and you get around somebody else that's in a good mood, your bad mood oftentimes will affect their good mood. So that's why it's not a bad thing that you withdraw and isolate today so that you can become more self-aware. Because when you become more self-aware, you will become more energetically aware. You see? And so, but when you become energetically aware, that means you now can raise your vibrational frequency. And when you raise your vibrational frequency, you know what you're going to do? You're going to change your life for the better. You're going to change your life for the better. So that's what you want to do today is learn and know that the enemy, yes, he will try to use those things against you. But do not judge yourself. Do not judge yourself. I learned this thing in ASL, and I'm going to see if I get it right. I only got one hand right now because I'm holding my phone, but it's like, I think it goes, we listen, we don't judge. You know, we listen, we don't judge. And it's the judges with two hands, but we listen, we don't judge. And so I find that important when it's coming down on a spiritual sense. We should listen to ourselves without judging ourselves. That's what reflection is about. You listen to yourself without judging yourself, because if you judge yourself during the time of self-reflection, then you might give up on it. You might say, I'm a hoe, and walk out the door. You know, you might say, you know, I'm not a good person and I'm just going to leave it at that. You might say, ain't nothing better out here for me. But at the same time, be gentle with yourself, because it starts with self-love. The enemy will use your insecurities against you. So you must know who you are, what you're here to do, and what you're capable of. Okay? So that's what the energy today brings in. It brings in communication. You must communicate with yourself and know that you are supported today, because today's energy is not just about self-awareness. Some people are going to use that energy for outward adventure. So that means more people are going to be active today, working out, traveling, spending time with their loved ones and friends, running errands, cleaning, cooking, taking care of the preparing, taking care of the home front. There's different ways to utilize this energy. Now, are some people going to use this energy for the devil's play? Yes, indeed. But not you. Not us. Not I. We are going to be productive today and take advantage of this nice creative energy, because that's exactly what it is. So for that intuitive hero inside of you, in order to activate it, you must use your intuition. So that means go with your gut feeling as you're spending time with your loved ones today. So a lot of drinking, a lot of social events, social gatherings, a lot of outings. So while you're doing that, it's so imperative, especially when you leave your house, when you're in your house, always go with your gut feeling. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Now, this is going to tell you something about, how I was in my college years. No, but so I was in school and I had a group of friend girls. And it was me and my roommate. And one day we were out and about on the town, just having a good time. And so we get back to the dorms, which is not a co-ed dorm, okay? Men are on this side, women are on the other side. And so to make a long story short, my roommate comes in and said, come here. I'm sitting in the car waiting on them. They went and talked to their boyfriends or whoever they was. Some boys they liked, some boys they were flirting with. I don't know. So they said, come here. So she comes, one of my roommates, she come and get me and my friend Monica. And so we get there by the dorm. We're just standing at the door and they push us into the dorm. The men's side of the dorm. Okay? We're not supposed to be in there. So they're going and they're shushing us and all this stuff. Now I'm going against my better judgment. Because I was a goody two-shoe at that time. I didn't do no evil. I was changing my life around. And here I am with old Dan getting me in trouble. But anyways, so I'm trying to change my life around. And so we up here hanging out with the basketball guys. Now, it's about maybe like 8 of us in the room. 3 girls, the rest guys. And I'm sitting over by the closet. Danny's sitting on the other side of the room. And Monica is standing by the door. And so we're sitting there talking and all that. They're talking, I'm listening, but they're sitting there talking all that, flirting, all that stuff. And something all of a sudden just told me to dive. Something just told me to dive. And so I there was some dirty clothes. I don't know, baby. I was scared because I valued my life at that time. I wanted to do good in school. And plus I played soccer. So something just told me to dive. And so I dove into all these dirty clothes. Luckily, they basketball players, so they huge. So, and I'm just like about 5'2" and a half. So they just covered me real nice. And then all of a sudden, they thought I was just being skitsing. Because if they would have dove too, they would have never got caught. But all of a sudden, I hear my soccer coach come in and he said, or the assistant soccer coach, he said, I have reports of guys, some girls' voices up here. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. And so I'm up here shaking. I'm like, shaking. I'm like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. Okay. I'm also a sorority leader at this time. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I really didn't want to get caught. And so he started looking around. And then all of a sudden, I heard, come on out. Oh, man. I didn't know who he got, but I know he got somebody. And it was Monica. Monica, the innocent one. Me and Monica were innocent bystanders. Danny was not an innocent bystander. But anyways, so Monica ends up getting in trouble. And she didn't report any of us, the other ones that was there. She didn't tell her anything. Ain't that a friend? Ain't that a friend? And so it's the winter time. I think it's the winter time anyways. Yeah, because it was cold because we were wearing jackets. And I remember like we had to wait to leave the guy's dorm. And so we're running like across the marsh. And when we get across the marsh, everybody, I mean, everybody is in the lounge as if somebody came and run their mouth and everybody knows. And they are like, where you been? We heard y'all were over there at the men's. I was like, I don't know what they talking about. But anyways, to make a long story short, that's why it's so important that you use your intuition, because your intuition is there to help you, not just to keep you safe. It's to let you know what you should not be doing in the first place. Because if my intuition would have said, stay your butt in this car, because you already know, Monica would have never got caught, because I would not have let her go in there. Okay. But she was the only one that got caught that day. And so, yeah. So that's why it's like, follow your gut, go with your gut, you know. And so, yeah, that was, that was the joke of that term. Okay. That was the joke. It's like, Nika and Danny, got caught, in the guy's dorm room. Yeah. But, no, but yeah, thank you, Monica, for saving my career, so to speak. But anywho, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So listen to your gut. So the outward journey here is like you saying, they're going on the adventure, working out. You know, for some people, it's going to be working out. You know, you're going to want to work out. Okay. And so, for others, it's going to, because you're going to have this burst of energy and you're going to have to try to find a way to use that energy. And some people are just going to say, okay, I'm going to work out. I'm a work on a project or something. When it comes down to work itself, some of you may have a difficult time. And the reason being is because I see you working on some kind of project, and this project is huge. It's huge. But guess what you got? You got the know-how and the skill to get it done. And the key for success today for you is communication. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. So sometimes teams can be difficult when you are working with people that don't share the same goal, because everybody has their own agenda. That's why this world isn't becoming a better place, because there's a lot of people in it that have their own agendas and ideas of what this world should be and what this world should look like on a selfish front. Remember, I told you the other day that there would be somebody that's doing something that's going to cause, doing something basically for themselves, that's going to cause a lot of people a lot of distress, because they're only focused on what they want. So that's this energy here. They're focused on what they want, that they're inconsiderate. But that's not how that's going to work as a team. You got to focus on synergy. So you work together for a common goal. And if you can't come together for the big goal, at least come together on the small stuff until you get the big stuff done. Because there's other stuff that you could be focused on. Everybody needs to have assigned roles. Everybody needs to have something to do in teams. Everybody don't have leadership skills. So everybody shouldn't be the leader. Some people are better at communication than others. So they should do the clerical side of things. You see? So when everybody has assigned roles, things go so much smoother. This is even in the household, on a home front. Two people working together to get things done are able to get things done better when they're not stepping on each other's toes. And the day has some confrontational energy to it that says that if you step on my toes, I'm going to pull out the claws. So there's the day Since it's communication, there's going to be effective communication. That's going to go well for some people today. They're going to find out just how much their partners love them. They're going to find out just how much their friends and family love them. But for some people, it's going to be the other way around. For those who have ineffective communication, it could be fighting and arguing today. A lot of barking orders. A lot of animalistic behavior when those fights get so heated. This is the potential energy for today. So use your communication to support and create. It's going to be a day also of negotiations. We're going to see hear a lot of negotiations going on today. Okay, whether this is your workplace negotiating, workplace negotiations, or what have you, it's going to be a day of negotiations. Did I do that? Yes, I did. But I'm gonna keep that. It's gonna be a day of negotiation because this is like the third time I did this video. So we just gonna keep that. I'm not fit to do this video again. And so even that, the video is trying to negotiate with me. Girl, you need to get rid of this video and do it again. And I'm like, no, I ain't getting rid of this video. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's going to be a lot of negotiations today. I'm also seeing, confrontations and indecision. So when you're hanging out with your friends today, a lot of them might be indecisive. They might be indecisive. They might be just like all over the place. And you're like, can you decide what you want to do? And this could even be with your partners in a starter argument. Because it's like, what do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. So be decisive. That's how you make progress today. Work together as a team. Just say something. And if they don't want to do it, you don't got to do it. Okay? They don't have to do it. Say something else. It's about, support. I find the most supportive people, they're so wise. They're so wise. Like, they're so emotionally intelligent. They're empathic in that they just know people, like they just know. It's like a mother, like, or the motherly nurturing aspect of a mother. It's just like it has so much wisdom and so much knowledge that sometimes she just knows. She has that wisdom, and it's like you don't even have to say nothing, but she knows how to say the right thing at the right time because she sits back and she just watches you. Sometimes people don't have to say anything. They can just sit back and watch you because they know how to read energy. It's like, like I said, attitudes are contagious. And if your energy is stale, you have the potential to mess up the whole room unless the whole room is full of chosen. And in that case, they have the potential of causing you to find the light and raise your frequency. You raise your frequency by being around them and wanting to raise your frequency, okay? So be decisive. Make the best of the day's energy as you can. Be assertive to a certain extent. And calmly state your opinions. Because for you that are the intuitive, persuasive warriors, you are here not just on your behalf, you are here on the behalf of others. You are what I call a champion. So you have the ideas that you have is actually to make this world a better place. So let's start giving. There's a choice to make it. I don't know what he says. The way our life should be. But soon we'll make a better world for you and me. Yes, soon we'll make a better place for you and me. I haven't heard that song since I was a child, okay? So give me a little bit. I'm going to learn these songs. All right? But what's that song? We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving. You know? So that's what we are. And notice how all of them came together. And they all had different mindsets and different ideas and different styles. But they made it happen. Okay? Yeah, soon we'll make a better place for you and me. Oh, yes, we'll make a better place for you and me. Okay, so let's do that. Let's come together and let's make a better place. Let's not lose ourselves. Let's not lose our identities. And our identities are nested in the fact that we're chosen. And that our frequency, it raises the vibration in the world. And can you imagine us coming together? See, the enemy has got us to think that we should not come together in a physical sense. And when I say physical sense, I'm meaning in a material sense. Because for some reason, he has us believing that we should not have and that we cannot have. And so some of us don't strive for more because of it. And I was one of them. I'm going to be honest. And still today, I'm still like that. The money side is not what I aim for. I aim to make the world a better place for you and me. You see? As above, so below. That's what I strive for. But I do understand to be competitive in a competitive world where they have, we must also have, and we must have abundantly more than them. And that's why we have to stop thinking as individuals and start thinking together as a unit, chosen. Now, when I say this, I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, I don't care what you are. If your heart is good and if your heart is right, we need to come together and stand up for what is good and what is right and what is kingdom worthy. And stop accepting just anything from those bodies that are crooks, criminals, cons, greedy, inconsiderate, wicked, evil, and ugly. And I'm not talking ugly on the outside. I'm talking about ugly on the inside. It's one thing to look some kind of way on the outside. That ain't nothing. That's the body, which is something you wear, not something you are. But to be ugly on the inside, that's what you are. If you ugly on the inside, that's a spirit. So we got to come together and make this world a better place for you, me, and the children of the next generation and that generation following that, okay? Let's see. For some, it will bring unexpected money and others unexpected energy, okay? Choose to isolate. Some will choose to isolate today. And some will be use that to become more aware. The energy will also encourage some people to do what they have never done before, as it encourages adventure. This could be eating a different type of food today. You might have the taste for something new today. I don't know. Did you hear what I said? Some people are going to have the taste for something new today. This could even be learning something new. Others may choose to travel. Although many will use this energy for adventure, it can also be used for preparation, organization, and cleanliness. All right. So the predictions. Let me do the predictions. The predictions today is going to be one to where, you know how they said there's like anti-Semitism talk and stuff like that. That type of stuff might come up again, as I'm getting a lot of like Jewish Hebrew energy here. So this could even represent Israel. Okay. But if you know, like I know, then you know. Physical exercise, jogging. Be careful while you're jogging. Be watchful. I'm also seeing something about a race today. Some kind of race. This could also be conversations about race. I'm getting rushed, like a rush. So the energy brings in like rushing behavior. And a push. We may see something about a push or a shove or something like that. Okay. Elbow. So I'm getting, like I said, confrontational energy could be one that will cause fighting as well. But I mean, not getting fighting overall, but this could be like a push in football, a push in soccer or something like that, that's noticeable and gets talked about on the news over the next 1 to 3 days. I'm seeing something like that coming in. Banks will be highlighted in the news over the next 1 to 3 days. Travel, dance, gambling. I'm getting something about gambling coming in over the next 1 to 3 days as well. So increased gambling, increased drinking and drugs, increased thinking and drugs. These earrings, they got me think I live on a farm. I be thinking something crawling on me, child. Rejections. So bills being rejected. And we heard about some of that yesterday. We're still going to be hearing about more bills being rejected, more, and even you may feel rejected from a group or something. I'm just seeing rejection. So we're going to hear a lot on the news about rejection. This could be celebrities being rejected or something, but rejection is the word. Foolish actions. When do we not hear about that? Rebuilding, construction. We're going to hear more about the housing market over the next 1 to 3 days. Something significant coming in the energy with that. Also, Harley Davidson. That's been coming up over for a while now. You remember I was telling you I had something coming in about Lyft. Now, apparently what ended up happening with Lyft is that there's a rapper, and she was on that show with Deb. Oh, what is that? I don't remember that show. Was that the show she was on? I don't remember her name. Lil Zane. I think it's Lil Zane or Lil Zay. But anyways, so she's suing Lyft because Lyft, one of Lyft's drivers, would not allow her in the car because she was overweight. And so that is what I was picking up a couple of days ago when I said we were going to hear something about Lyft. And maybe Lyft was going to get sued. And that's exactly what happened. And because that happened to Lyft, now I keep getting something about Harley Davidson. Motorcycles. You might increase seeing motorcycles and stuff like that. But anytime I see a company in the news, it's either their stock is going to come up or they're about to get sued. They're going to be responsible for something, you know? And so, I mean, I don't know. Their stock might go up, okay? But or they might have just invented something. But this is the second time I have literally got Harley Davidson. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, maybe it's a Harley Davidson race or somebody racing on motorcycles. Okay, so in a rush. So be looking out for motorcycles today. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure they're not in your blind spot. I also got monopolize, dominate, and control, trying to take over something. So that's on a financial situation, and that's on a larger scale because they're trying to take control. And I'm going to say less, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all are being hoodwinked and bamboozled because you like to be entertained. Hoodwinked and bamboozled because you like to be entertained. And I'm going to tell you, you remember the Simpsons episode on The Simpsons? What ended up happening around this prophesied time is that dog is in the energy today. What ended up happening around this prophesied time, they telling me, shut up, girl, don't talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Chosen! What ended up happening on this prophesied time is that, the world just went kapoots, okay? Kapoots. However you say it, it just went to Hades. Okay. And so that's the energy for the next umpteenth years or so. Now, mind you, I said umpteenth years or so. I didn't say term or so. I didn't say term. I said term or so. So something could end up happening to where this term ends up extending. And I'm picking up now I'm getting Dominican Republic. So we're getting more people getting involved right now, more nations getting involved right now. And we are headed towards a world war. I just want you to know it. So when I tell you it's time to get your stuff together, it's time to get your stuff together. When I tell you it's time to come together as a team, it's time to come together I'm telling you, we are headed towards it. And this is not a rumor of war. You know, they say it's going to be rumors of wars. No, this is not a rumor. You can see it happening. And the Simpsons predicted it. Okay, so self-contained vehicles. Maybe this is Harley Davidson coming up with a self-contained vehicle. I'm getting something still about a ship. Peas and beans. Could be a time to start your pea and bean sprouts. I'm getting dogs. As you know, dogs. So you may hear what I just heard a while ago. Dogs barking. Needing to take care of dogs. Especially when it comes down to their fencing. Likely what they're saying. They're out again, mama. They're out again. They done did it again. They running in the field. Ooh, don't do that. That's likely what they trying to tell me. You gonna get it, Destiny. Happy, don't do that. Don't eat that. Happy, get away from that chicken. That's likely what they saying. Because those are the two that get out, Destiny and Happy. See, the ones you can't contain, that happiness. I can't, what did he say? Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not what it, I was about to say that, sing that, that stomp. Makes me clap my hands, make me wanna dance and stomp. But I can't remember if he said I can't contain it or if he said I can't obtain it. But I would think he said I can't control it. I can't obtain it. I don't know. Sorry, Kirk, but makes me wanna stomp. GP, are you with me? Oh yeah, we having church, we ain't going nowhere. GP, are you with me? Stomp. Okay. So we're getting villain coming in. So villain, stomp on the enemy. Stomp. Villain coming in. So someone going to be, I'm getting villain, unpleasant, uh, wicked man. That's who I was talking about earlier. Unpleasant, wicked man. But you know what? Believe it or not, the people that you think are not supposed to be doing the people that you think are not doing what they should be doing are doing exactly what they are purposed to do. They're doing exactly what they're purposed to do, just like they did in Rome. They destroyed themselves. You don't have to do nothing. Just sit back, get your popcorn, your bonbons, and watch them collapse on themselves, because that's exactly what's happening. Yeah. All right. So, but prepare for yourself, though. Okay. So you're not a part of that collapsing, but have your feet ready. Feet is a word of the day. Feet is a word of the day. So it's going to be a lot of like going. I don't know why feet is a word of the day. Maybe we see something on the news coming in about feet over the next 1 to 3 days, mechanical advices. And God says, I'm going to tell you what God says, okay? God says, okay, go. It's okay, go. Now it's okay, it's time for you to go. See, before he was like, I'm holding you back. I'm holding you back. You know, I talked about this yesterday. I'm holding you back. But okay, ready? You know, I told you when he said ready, that's what I'm going to say. And he said, go. Okay, you want me to go? Oh, I'm gone. He said, okay, go. Saying it. Okay, go. You hear me, chosen? Okay, go. Okay, go. Okay, go. It's time to go. It's time to go. All right? Okay, go. That means from now on, it's only up from here. Don't let anything touch you that is not supposed to touch you. Because when I saw that dream of us, in that dream, it was something that touched some people. And when it touched them, they gave up and they quit. Not you, my baby. You're going to make it to the end. And you're going to get to that end where I saw myself open up the window and let all of y'all out. And then you went over to the other side where there was all these purple and blues and pinks, flowers. It was just a field of flowers. That's you, my baby. Don't you give up. Don't you quit. Yeah, I know you get tired. I get tired too, but we finna go. I told you, as soon as he said ready, set, go. And he said, okay, go. That's all he needed to say. Just give me permission to go. Just let me know you got my back. And we finna go, all right? We finna go, all right? All right, I love y'all. Gublet one, hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out. I'm holding my phone so I can do it right. I love you. Bye.